Is fruit fattening? Welcome to Plantbust, where I bust myths for women in midlife so they can release unwanted weight, balance their hormones and optimise their health. Now, I would be a rich woman if I got $1 for every time I heard someone say, I don't eat fruit, it's fattening, or I don't eat fruit, it's full of sugar. Now, when we hit midlife, we do have to become more aware of how much sugar that we're eating. And that's because our estrogen levels are dropping. And estrogen used to be in the background, keeping your insulin in check. Now, this only matters when we're having sugar. Now, the difference is that when we have fruit, fruit comes with all of the fibre. Whereas when you have, let's say, orange juice as compared to eating a whole orange, that orange juice, even if it's freshly squeezed, now does not have all of the fibre attached to it, which means that when you drink that orange juice, the sugar can rush into your bloodstream, which means your body panics and it releases lots of insulin, because insulin is the gentleman that goes around and opens all of the cell doors so that the sugar can go in. But insulin is also a fat storage hormone. Now, the difference is when we eat a whole orange, that orange comes with all of the fibre, and it takes your body in the digestive tract a long time for all of the enzymes to break the fibre bonds down so that the sugar can come out and go into your bloodstream. So when we eat fruit in its whole food form, that fibre slows down the release of sugar, and the sugar can only trickle into the bloodstream, meaning that there's only a trickle of insulin that is needed to come and open all of those cell doors to bring your levels back down to normal. So super important when we hit midlife to, instead of having those fruit juices, to eat whole fruit instead. And that carries on to, yes, we need to be more aware of, anything that we're eating that is loaded with sugar. So cakes and biscuits and lollies and chocolate, they are all going to have a different effect on you now that your estrogen levels have dropped. And this is why women can suddenly find that they haven't changed their diet at all, but all of a sudden, they're getting a muffin top. And it can simply be because of that estrogen levels dropping, and now the insulin in your body is behaving in a different manner. But fibre is your secret weapon. So as long as you are having whole food forms of sweet things like the fruit, then you are going to be keeping that insulin in check. Now, the other thing I want to address is fruit fattening? No. So fruit, vegetables, whole grains, beans and legumes, beans and lentils are all the lowest calorie density foods on the planet. So these are the foods that have all of the fibre in them. They are all the plant foods that are the lowest in calories. So I really hope that I have put to bed that myth that you do not need to be afraid of fruit, and that you really embrace fruit again. Fruit is one of the most nutritious foods on the planet. It can just contain so many of the, vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients that are so important for health, regardless of what your age is. So just make sure that you are eating whole food forms. And if you would like me to bust some other myths that are perhaps confusing you and you've heard, differing opinions on, let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to address them. See you next time.